15 minutes. Why is it called pitch? Because pitch is elevator. It's very, very, very short time. The window of opportunity, whether you take it or you leave it. And if I believe nowadays at the university, in America, they have what they call as TTO, Technology Transfer Officer. And the UK, they've got KTP, Knowledge Transfer Partnership. So what they do at the university is they are creating incubator, and then those students, they can do startup business, but the university at some points, they own the shares, let's say 50%. So the IPR belong to university. I'm talking about intellectual property rights. Yeah, not yet the patent, it's just IPR, copyright. It's a simple one. Patent is slightly expensive and it's a long way to go. So once you are successful, and then if you say, well, I don't want to deal with university again, and then from spin out, you can be spin off. This is what we did over the last, I was interviewing a startup, small and medium-sized enterprise across Europe, because they are the innovation company. In Europe, basically, most of the innovation company, they are small and medium-sized. Why? Because they want to cut off the operational costs. And again, it's about individual. Which more innovative? It's not the firm, it's individual. Once the individual moves to other companies, there you go. Hopefully this firm will be more innovative. That's what we call knowledge-based economy 2.0. It's individual who is doing innovation. And particularly, I remember when Dessy, you mentioned about, oh yes, I was talking to my colleagues about my business, and hopefully word of mouth, mouth to mouth, word of mouth can be spilled over from this conversation. That's what we get at clients. That's what we call community of practice, COP. Within the engineers, they talk, they share. Hey, what sort of product have you got? Technology? It's just relax in the pub or in the cafe, and then hey, how is the prospect of this? What's the prospect of that? That's what we call as community of practice among those engineers. And then if they got sort of ready to move to other things, hey, why don't we join together and talk about the finance? In economic geography, we call it business angel. But they are not really angel though. They're still capitalists, like what I'm doing now. Why they call business angel? Because in the past, the financial regulation, now I'm talking a little bit of banking, financial regulation is getting tougher. If you want to start your business, until now, particularly from BNI and other banks in Indonesia, at least you must have 2 years financial cash flow. So neracanya itu at least 2 tahun. Why? Because within 2 years, we can see the cash flow, we can see the prospect, we can forecast your growth. And at least you can convince us, this is our revenue, this is our turnover, this is our financial concern, if you like. But if you just starting with idea, sometimes, of course, they're not stupid, are they? They are talking about money. They don't want to invest in something ridiculous. Excuse my language. They are capitalists. Because their business cycle is, cycling the money. If it is not profitable, why do we have it to invest into it? And you just graduate from university. How can you convince us? Have you got project? Have you got portfolio? You mentioned that, absolutely spot on. Starting from now, although you are being a student or part-time student, if you like, build your own CV and portfolio project. So hopefully, by the end of your study, if you want to switch your career, being entrepreneurship or being businesswoman, you said, I've got the idea, this is my business plan, this is my portfolio, would you be interested in it? And I'm talking now a little bit about marketing mix. I'm sure you're very familiar with this. What are they? Gentlemen in the back, in the front? Do you know